One big challenge is the human resource, building a capable team. As I said, we were the first of its kind in Bangladesh. If you want to have real meaningful impact on people's lives, please join us.
Ever wondered who are the masterminds behind some of the biggest business strategies in Bangladesh? Viewers, welcome to yet another inspiring episode of City FM's show Mumtaz Herbal Product presents Voice of Excellence. Today we are sitting down with a true powerhouse. He is the managing director of Innovision Consulting, MD Rubaiyath Sarwar. If you want to know what it takes to build a leading firm, manage massive projects and stay sane while doing it, stick around because we are going to take the interview of our guest right now. Rubaiyath bhai, it's awesome to have you on the show. Thanks for giving us the time for this interview. So let's take it back to the beginning. Could you share about your early life and key experiences that actually shaped your journey to become a leader or an entrepreneur?
Thank you so much for having me. Whether I'm a leader or not, let's put that aside, but definitely I can share with you my early journey. So I grew up in Chittagong up until, let's say, after HSC. I came to Dhaka in 1999 and then I got admitted in the Institute of Business Administration, University of Dhaka. But in Chittagong, when I grew up playing around hills, taking a river hike on Cornflea. Had a very great friend circle which was extremely engaged in social circles, literature, science and discussions. In pretty early years, I was a very active cultural activist, so I got into debating in 1994 when I was in class 8, and then got engaged in Red Crescent Society. I was eventually the best youth in Red Crescent Society in 1996 in Chattogram City Unit. And then let's say, Pohela Boishakh, the night before, we would have a whole night recitation on the street. So those had a lot of influence and impact on my vision around the world because I was very ingrained to culture, society and people from the very onset. So given that, I believe it was only very natural that I would probably love to be in a career where I'm working with people, I'm working with diverse community, and my experience and exposure with literature, creative arts, etc. will come to play. So eventually, as I told you, I got enrolled in IBA in 2000 and graduated in 2004 January. And then unlike many business graduates from IBA who would usually typically join a multinational corporation working for FMCGs, I joined a multinational working in the field of international development, and which is where I founded my career.
I was actually just about to ask you that, what exactly inspired you to get into consultancy and business strategy making, and how did you found Innovision Consultancy?
Thank you. So there is a backstory to it. So like I was telling you earlier, that after my graduation, I joined an international development project, Catalyst. It was funded by the then Department for International Development, DFID, UK 8, and several other donor agencies, and was implemented by a Swiss international NGO, Swiss Contact. I wouldn't say I had a lot of idea about what this project about, what I was intending to do and so on and so forth. I had offers from other multinationals, but I decided to join the project because several of my earlier colleagues, friends from IBA, seniors, they joined the project. So I heard that they were doing some exciting work. They were going to different countries, learning and so on and so forth. So at that time, I was still a kid, just graduated, blue-eyed. So I first thought of let's say, opportunity to travel around the world to learn. So that's what I was thinking of. I had barely any idea of how international development works, right? So, but as soon as I got in the project and my assignments were related to building the industrial landscape for furniture sector, waste management, health systems in Bangladesh, vegetable, fisheries sector in Bangladesh, maize value chain in Bangladesh. So as I got into more and more assignments developing the sectoral strategies, I slowly realized that all the experience, extracurricular experience and etc. that I gathered in my childhood were really coming into play, because as I said, creative art, performance, this gives you the skill set to think of frameworks from many different perspectives. So as a student of business, as a cultural activist, with an artistic, let's say, training and so on and so forth, so I brought in very many skill set that were quite fundamental to the strategies that we were building for the sectors, and those were paying off. And that was the time when I realized that maybe I was more a strategy consultant, I was more a researcher. But before that, I didn't even know that I was a researcher and I was a strategist, that I was a consultant by aptitude. I didn't know that. So, and then in 2008, myself and my co-founder at Innovision, Sadid, we both had a golden handshake with the project, and we founded Innovision Consulting because at that time there was a dearth in capacity of people like us who could do this work both in Bangladesh and across the world. So Innovision was founded with the mandate to support the global development community on inclusive growth, helping businesses to find solutions that can tap into untapped markets, rural markets, or even export markets. So how do we take businesses to untapped markets but at the same time create jobs for youth, men and women, improve their income? How could we improve the performance of industrial value chains and agricultural value chains? So those were the things that we were dealing with. There was a market gap, and Innovision was founded to support that.
So Rubaiyath bhai, I must admit that was a pretty bold move, because you were very young early in your career and then you decided to found your own business. So back then, how was the market in the consultancy field?
So when we came in, I would say we were the first generation consultants who started working on inclusive growth space. There were two types of other consultants. One were individuals from different universities and institutions, and then there were these other ones who were primarily government contractors. They were doing consulting, they were big companies, but they were all doing either big government contracts or World Bank contracts. But the kind of, let's say, consultancy that we got into, that was predominantly driven by foreigners. So it was primarily Europeans or American consultants who would come to do this kind of work in Bangladesh, because these are highly technical, requires very strong skills in English, an ability to develop framework, present it, articulate it. It's a very highly competitive space, and that was predominantly driven by the global north. So we were the first generation consultants from global south who became international. So and then I mean, we had immediate demand across the world, and which is where we continue to work, right? So we were first generation in that space, but we take extreme pride that soon enough there were many other who followed us, who saw the opportunity, and they did even better than us. So I think we helped create a precedence, and Bangladesh is benefiting from that.
Wow, that is great. Like, they actually followed your footsteps into this consultancy work.
And I just wanted to also highlight that when we started Innovision, we were just 28-year-old. So two things, let's say, a 28-year-old blue-eyed professional saying that they're working in international development space, people did not want to believe, right? A. And B is, let's say, that young person entering a room full of 40 plus people a 40-year-old or even 50-year-old with an authority position to speak. It was kind of a social shock for many. Like, who are they and what are they talking about? But I guess we soon were able to create that respect within the industry and trust that we are here to deliver and stay.
So Rubaiyath, I reckon building a company is not a small feat. So back when you started, I already heard about your initial vision. And how much has your company evolved over the years, and how much have you expanded your scope of work?
So Innovision was founded, as I said, to support inclusive growth solutions, working with private sector, public sector, civil society to provide deep insights on sectoral needs, and then also curate solutions, and then monitor the results, hand over the solutions to the private sectors and the other actors so that they can scale it or influence policies in a way that creates scope for others to step in and let's say to grow their businesses from SMEs to large to medium corporations. We had a very deep impact on the furniture sector in Bangladesh, on health sector in Bangladesh, and now we are quite well regarded as an influential consulting firm working in the space of economic growth and social development and also political development and democracy in Bangladesh.
Success always comes with some bumps in the road. So building a team and leading them must have been a bit difficult. So what are the challenges that you faced along this way?
I mean, that would be a whole new episode, I believe, to explain all the challenges that we have faced over the years and that we face every day. But one big challenge is the human resource. Building a capable team. As I said, we were the first of its kind in Bangladesh, and the kind of work that we deliver, we directly compete with people who are trained in Western education. So having Bangladeshi graduates deliver in the capacity of Western graduates capacity, that's a bit of an uphill task. But we alhamdulillah, we tried and we supported our local people, and many Innovision staff actually went out and they became global. They founded their own companies. We really take pride on building the human resource capacity. But then also there are challenges related to logistics capacities in Bangladesh. If you want to deliver very good quality of work, then the whole ecosystem needs to be of the same capacity. You need to have trustworthy suppliers. You need to have trustworthy, let's say if you're doing an enumeration, you need to have trustworthy enumerators. So knowledge-based industry, trust is of pivotal interest. So that's something that we had to deliver, we have to build, and also we are a bit bootstrapped company. We did not put in a lot of investment from others and built our company. We built it block by block with our sweat as we grew and evolved and learned. So it has been a constant expansion based on our learning and lessons, and it continues.
That is pretty incredible, Rubaiyath, and we hope and pray that Innovision Consulting keeps on growing like this. So before we wrap up, there's a lot of young hustlers who are watching us right now. What is the top piece of advice that you would like to give to aspiring professionals or individuals who would want to build a career in leadership or consultancy?
Somebody wants to really get into consulting business, they must understand that it's a 24/7 job. And it's a relentless job. It's quite a hard work. The reason why we love to do it is because it gives us a lot of room to learn, a lot of sectors to know about. It helps us to connect to people. We see data all around us, and then we are able to make meaning out of that data. We are able to make strategies, and we literally see in front of us how our strategies shape people, and you don't even, let's say, know that maybe in the morning we made that a strategy and in the evening you're reaping the benefit. But I can just drive around the people and people don't have any idea that the environment that they're living in actually was created through a policy that we've helped formulate. So that's a huge power. So, but that power comes with responsibility, and that responsibility comes with a constant, let's say, engagement in work. So whoever wants to come to consulting space, please understand that it's a hard space. If you are thinking of work-life balance and so on and so forth, those don't exist in our life, unfortunately. But we love it because we feel like work is life, life is work, and we are able to blend it to very well. And we really take the energy out of real valuable work that we do. So if you are into learning, if you want to really build your career in knowledge industry, if you want to travel, if you want to know about more countries and economies, if you want to know what exactly all the data around you means and how you want to use that to build the strategies and policies, if you want to have real meaningful impact on people's lives, please join us.
Rubaiyath, that was a beautiful piece of advice. Thanks for being so practical. I hope my viewers will be greatly benefited by it. So before I leave, there's a gift for you from our sponsor, Mumtaz Herbal Products.
Thank you so much.
Those were some incredible insights. A massive thank you to MD Rubaiyath Sarwar for letting us come to his office and sharing all these tales with us. And viewers, if you love this interview, make sure you hit that like button, or you can tag a friend who needs to hear this. So this is all for today. Until next episode, keep striving for excellence. Bye bye.